What are the 3 greatest skills you can have? Um, I was just taking some notes here and watching some videos and trying to learn. Every day you learn a little bit more. As Charlie Munger said, every day you go to bed a little wiser than when you woke up. And it's all about the long run. So in this, and I'm going to try teaching it too. So don't mind me, I have a clipboard and I'm going to read off the notes I took. And so the 3 skills were having an investor mentality. Because if you look at the Forbes list, the top 100 people richest, 100 or whatever, the top list of richest people, majority of them are investors, or the wide margin of them are. So you really want to have an investor mentality in it for the long run. Second, or these aren't really in order, but they're definitely one of the top qualities you want. Now the second is focus, your ability to focus, laser down on one thing. Like Gary Keller, he owns the largest real estate agency in America, in the United States. He has a book called The One Thing, where it's kind of like it talks all about focus, the 80-20 rule, the Pareto efficiency, and the Pareto efficiency on the Pareto efficiency. So do the 80-20 rule on the 80-20 rule. So focus down. A good example would be if you have 6 products or services that you're offering to people, figure out what the 20%, because usually there's 20% of the products are making 80% of the profits. So if you focus down on the ones that are making you money, yeah, that's an easy way to increase the revenue that's coming into your business. And the third, and definitely not least, is sales and persuasion. And life is all about persuading people, persuading and doing sales. So what we're talking about, and obviously there's different tactics and different parts of sales you can talk about, but the thing we were talking about was environments. So the environment in which you sell, because each environment is different. And let me explain. Like environment, if I'm selling someone over video, is going to be a lot different than if I'm trying to sell them over email. What works in one environment is not always, and can sometimes be detrimental in a different environment. So some of the environments are like a stage. If you're getting on a stage and presenting to people, you have the authority and you have social, because everyone's staring at you and you're up on stage kind of higher up, so that triggers the authority bias. And there's also social proof. Next would be in person, which is more natural and more one-on-one. That's like kind of like a sniper. You can really dial in and see what they're reacting to and really class their personality types. 3 is a little bit harder, and that's over the phone. So over the phone you actually lose a lot of the your ability to characterize or class people or read people, and you lose the you lose social proof and authority because you're over the phone. So I think over the phone you have 4 seconds in order to really paint a picture of who you are to the person you're talking to. And when you're talking to them, you want to have 3 things that you want to stick out. You want to be sharp as a tack, enthusiastic as hell, and there's a third one. I think it was a figure of authority. Those 3 things. That's from Jordan Belfort, his straight line persuasion. So you have 4 seconds to capture all that, and after that you're basically fighting an uphill battle. So the next one is SMS and texting, which is even harder in the phone. And I don't know, it might get really big later on. And obviously, there's so many different social media platforms as well. And email marketing is going to be huge. That's going to blow up too. Even for an industry like client SEO or client social media agency, that's going to be huge. But what we really focused on today was the copy and a website. So copy is trying to sell people with the words that they read from, doesn't have to be from a website, but like a newsletter that they're getting from emails, or if they go on a website, what they're selling. And we were talking about looking at different things as good examples, like Amazon. Amazon has a lot of different like bias and little things that they use to really sell to their audience. And so there's really 4 things that you want to do on your website. And what you want to do is you want to create urgency. You want to have detail. You want to be congruent with your branding, your image, and the people that want your product or service. And modulation, which means trying to hit all the personality types, try to appeal to all the personality types. And there's 4 different personality classes. It's called the PACE system, something that Tai Lopez came up with, and it stands for patient, action, social, and emotional. So for example, for people who are action takers that want to just get going, they're the go types of people. They land on your website and you have an easy way for them to just get their service and start today. Obviously you can do you can say something like, we only have time to work with our dream clients. Are you one of them? And due to the high demand, we only want to take clients that are action takers. So click the button and you can start today, or something like that. So it's easy, it's fast, and it appeals to those people. If you want more practical people, you might want to give them more detail on